Alright, hello my wonderful students. This is part 2 of Foldable number 2. And for this one we're going to be multiplying two fractions again that has rational expressions. So I know we haven't done any dividing yet, but it's okay. I think that's going to come the third foldable. Actually, just kidding. We have one for the third section. So here we go. So for this one here we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 divided by 7 minus x times x squared minus 2x minus 35 over, or divided by x squared plus 7x plus 10. So once again, the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to factor each of these things out. So we're going to go ahead and factor them out. Let's go ahead and draw our little x factors. Do all three. Might as well do all three since we need all three. And the first one's going to be multiplied equals 6. Add 2 equal 5, and it's pretty easy. It's 2 and 3. Next one here we have multiply equal 35, adds 2 equal negative 2. I know 5 times 7 will do it, and it looks like our 7 has to be negative in order for it to be negative 2. And then we have 10 and 7. We drew a blank there. And once again 2 and 5. And they're both positive because everything's positive. So that kind of works out. It's kind of good. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to multiply across again. So we're going to multiply that by that. But this one actually ends up being x plus 2 times x plus 3. This is the 35 one. So this is also x minus 7 times x plus 5. And this is all going to be over our, don't forget our x minus 7. X minus 7 and our x plus 2 and our x plus 5. And we got a lot of things in common in this one. This one has quite a bit, you know. So let's just go ahead and start. We're going to go ahead and, simplify. So if we look at, we have our x plus 2 here and an x plus 2 here. These go ahead and reduce out. Switch colors. Now we have our... do we have a 3? No. So we have a x minus 7 here and a x minus 7 here. This also reduces out or divides to 1. And we get, last but not least, we have our x plus 5 here and our x plus 5 here. These also reduce out. So this leaves us with our simplified form. Or, sorry, simplified product. We got to get used to saying product. A lot of you guys, had a hard time knowing what product was. So remember, product means multiplication. So our simplified product is just going to be what's left over, which is just x plus 3. Which is awesome, it's what we needed. So just to kind of restate, revamp what we did, we just, we factored everything. And then, we multiplied and then simplified. So, then we multiplied. So step 1. Step 2, then we multiplied, then simplified, multiply, then you simplify. Boom. And then we just divided out common factors. Divided out common factors. That's what we did here. All right, cool. So now, last thing left to do is to find our domain. So we gotta look for our domain. So remember, the domain is just the excluded values. It's kind of like how we find it. And we have the excluded values is off the original denominator, which is all of this here. But instead of factoring this again, we know this is this one here. It's just, it ends up being these two. So we can actually use what's over here. So we're just gonna go ahead and plug that in. So we have our x minus 7, our x plus 2, and our x plus 5. This is all going to equal 0. I'm going to do this in red. So each one of these is going to equal 0. So we have our x minus 7 equals 0, our x plus 2 equals 0, and then our x plus 5 also equaling 0. So solve for h, plus 7 here. Yeah, x is equal to 7. We minus 2 here. X is equal to negative 2, and we minus 5 here, and we get x is equal to negative 5. So we can go ahead and write our domain now. Let's going to write it in blue. So, I don't mean to turn the page, sorry. So therefore, comma, the simplified form, or simplified product is, and what was it? X plus 3, where the domain, little blank there, domain is all real numbers except x cannot be, what was it, 7, -2, and -5. So as you can see, you probably can see it anyways.